I hope you guys are doing well today. Today's video, we are going to be unlocking abundance with the heart chakra. So if you guys are watching with me live this morning, please say hello so I can say hi back to you. And then if you're watching on the replay, just hashtag replay and I'll make sure I come back on later and say hi to you then. So today we are talking about the heart chakra and abundance, which is not something I typically talk about when I'm helping my clients and when I'm speaking to you guys on here about the chakras. It's typically more how to unbalance or heal or align the chakras. But in this case today, I wanted to connect the two together of abundance and our chakras. So our chakras are capable of helping us to heal and feel balanced and aligned. And when we do so, we start to unlock that abundant living that we all are striving to have. So a couple things before we get started today. If you guys are watching this with me live, please say hello. And then if you're watching on the replay, just hashtag replay. And I will make sure I come back on later and say hi to you then. And then couple other things. If you guys are watching this on Facebook this morning, I would encourage you to head on over to YouTube when this video is done. Hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications for each time I come live. And then if you are not already in this community, I have a free group called Self-Love at Any Size here on Facebook. And that is a group where we just empower and accept and respect women and help just them feel supported in our self-love journeys and learning to just accept and respect our bodies at whatever size we are through lots of different methods in my self-love at any size method, where we focus on mindful movement, mindful eating, body image practices, chakra healing, and a bunch of different mystic and holistic tools. So, before we get started though, one more thing I wanted to mention to you guys is that I have the honor of collaborating with Stephanie Mello and Tanya Milano, and we are doing an Envision Abundance workshop on July 7th. And it is just going to be a 90-minute workshop that's just going to really help you to just step into your abundant life and help you to shift your abundance mindset, which is something that we all need to be working on. So before we get started here, I'm going to bring up my thing, and I will put in the comments the link to the workshop so you can sign up for it, because it's going to be amazing, you guys are striving to have. Okay, so let's get into it, you guys. I'm going to bring up my screen here. So when we are connecting the heart chakra to our abundant mindset or our abundance, first, we're going to talk about what it kind of feels like if you are out of balance with your heart chakra. So you may experience difficulties in your relationship with others, such as feelings of being not fully appreciated for all that you do. And when you experience this, you may have these feelings of jealousy, codependence, or just being kind of closed down, right? And so those imbalances can actually lead to losing our identity and acceptance of others and their behavior without discernment, right? So our heart chakra is our fourth chakra. If you are not familiar with the chakra system, it is that energy system that runs through the center of our bodies. And the heart chakra is the fourth chakra and just located near the center of the chest, near the heart. And so our heart chakra relates to our feelings of love, self-love, confidence, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, all those kind of things, and just overall healing. And then our heart chakra is also connected to the color green or pink, depending on which chart you look at. I've heard it referred to as green or pink, so you can take whichever color that most resonates with you. And so when we're talking about our heart chakra, we have kind of that inner critic that lies within our heart chakra. And that kind of tells us things like that we're not really, I am not feeling loved or fully appreciated by those close to me. I am really good at giving money away, but I'm not so good at receiving it. Money isn't showing up when I need it. Things like if I make a lot of money, no one will like me. And another thing people typically, that inner critic says, I don't need too much money, right? So these are just some things that our inner critic can tell us in regards to our money and our heart chakra. And so what's really happening here is the heart chakra is out of balance when that inner critic is kind of really on hyperdrive and really like taking over our minds and really making our mindset quite negative. It often stems from that feeling or lack of confidence about being loved or fully appreciated for all that you do, right? And so if you have those feelings, and the way this shows up with money, it has to do with not making as much money as you know you would like to be making, or being compensated fully for your efforts, right? And that's typically, that's a very common thing that happens to a lot of people. So let's face it, we need to, being able to be paid well for what we do is important and meaningful, right? And it makes sense that you cannot earn the amount of money that you know in your heart that you are worthy of earning. Sooner or later, you're going to feel disappointed and possibly resentful, right? So just like raise your hand here if you kind of know what I'm talking about. So these feelings are all very common in so many people. And so there are two things that we can do to begin to shift with our relationship with money and our heart chakra. So we really need to start to identify and release those emotional feelings that we have that are likely just making our situation worse. So that money mindset, right? And then we need to be learning some new strategies for managing our money consistently. And so the first thing that we need to get help with, or the first thing we need to get help with for our negative money critic, we need to get that negative money critic under control. And that stems from our heart chakra, right? So we need to kind of change that inner critic to that inner cheerleader, or that inner critic to that inner coach. And we need to so affirmations are a really good part to start to develop that healthy mindset around our money. And so it can be things like, I am loved and fully appreciated for being myself. People, including myself, are always doing the best they can. And you could say things like, I have lots of money and I can have lots of money and be loved deeply by others. And you could also say something like, I love to give and I love to receive money. So these are just some little affirmations you could start to put into your routines to really bring the awareness back up to your heart chakra and how, this can connect to your money mindset as well, right? So as we discover this imbalance within the heart chakra and start to work on some of these things, there's a lot of different tools that we can actually start using as well to really help open and balance and heal and align those chakras within our body to really be fully receiving that abundant life that we are after. And so there's things like different yoga poses. There's a lot of different essential oils that we can use. There's lots of healing foods and colors and crystals that all really help us dive deeper into finding that balance within ourselves and figuring out our relationship with our money and our relationship incoherent to our heart chakra specifically. Of that, we don't feel like we are being appreciated. We don't feel like that we are good at money. And like all those mindset things really just come from the heart chakra, and that inner critic needs to be transformed into that inner coach. So this is just one of the elements of what I will be speaking about in the upcoming Envision Abundance workshop with Stephanie and Tanya. And I will be sure to put the link to that in the description of the video. And aside from that, if you guys want to discover this abundant way of being a little bit further, I have a free guide within the description of this video that just really allows you to step into that abundant life. And that is just a freebie that's you can grab just at the link below here, and I'll just ask for your email address, and then it'll be sent on your way to your inbox. And then you'll also be able to find the information for the upcoming workshop within that as well. So anyway, you guys, that's all I had for you this morning. Just talking a little bit about the heart chakra and how it can help us to unlock that abundant living. And so I hope that was helpful for you guys. Please let me know in the comments if you were watching with me today. And aside from that, we will see you guys next time. I hope you have the best